Right, let's talk about the BTCC's first round because I have a lot of thoughts. I'm going to try and just get it out in one stream of consciousness. And I want to start off with Ash Sutton. He managed to win his 300th race, which fair play to him. And yeah, it was quite the race weekend, especially for the driver of the 116, the new Ford Focus Titanium. Because, well, qualifying race, right on near the start of it, he goes around. Tom Ingram picks up a penalty for jumping at the start. Dan Rowbottom wins for Mercedes in the first point of asking. Then Tom Ingram has some rotten luck in the first race as well. Gets disqualified for overboosting, which hands the win to Mikey Doble, meaning that Audi wins its official racing debut. The first race of the season goes away with Mikey Doble, his second career win, which means that 2 of the 3 new cars won immediately. Aston made 3 from 3. He won race 2, won race 3, even though he started at the back in race 1. A massive climb up the order, and yeah, he gets credited with a second place and 2 wins for the first weekend of the season. What an amazing job. And for Tom Ingram, poor Tom Ingram, he comes out of this with less than half the points and stuff. He comes out of this with 27 points. It really should have been that way for the Hyundai driver, who has remained with the number 80 this year as the reigning champion. But some people did just have absolutely rotten luck this weekend. I mean, you could point to Rowbottom, who ended up with a massive time penalty in the first race for track limits, ended up retiring from the second race with engine issues, and then was just besotted by bad luck when it came to the third race as well. As a result, you can see that Aidan Moffat in another one of the Audis is up towards the front. If you have a look at the standings, just straight up, Charles Rainford is second, with 1 podium on the season so far. Aidan Moffat is third, with no podiums. That tells you how manic this first race weekend was at Donington Park. And then, who else do we have? We have Gordon Shedden, we have Dexter Patterson in 6th. Yeah, Doble in 7th. Ingram in 8th. Ricky Collard on his BTCC return got a podium, 3rd place. He led a lot of race 3. Yeah, it is the reverse grid. Yeah, it is luck of the draw. But still, it was a good run that he had, and he finished 3rd. And Adam Morgan rounds out the top 10, being the lead of the, the Cataclean Pato Racer Mercedes. When you look at the manufacturer standings as well, it is interesting, because you would have thought that Accelerate Hyundai with 4 cars would be higher up than 3rd in the standings compared to Mercedes with 2 and Toyota with 2. But Alliance Ford, 107. 65 for Merck, 43 for Hyundai, 33 for Toyota. You look at the team standings, Napa Racing UK, it is closer. And it's the Audis in 2nd, 62 points. West Surrey Racing in 3rd on 57 from Laser Tools with MB Motorsport. And then you got Cataclean Pato Racing. 3 of the top 4 teams are independents. This has been a brilliant start to the BTCC season. Look at the independent standings. Aidan Moffat's leading that from Charles Rainford by 3 points. Gordon Shedden's a further point back. And in the independent teams, 57 to 49 for Power Max to West Surrey. And then MB is in 3rd on 46. That is quite a close battle, because even Restart Racing down in 5th, 35 points. And when we talk about Jack Sears, Dexter Patterson's currently leader. He's won all 3 of them so far. Sam Osborne's in 2nd on 47. Then Dorlin on 45 in 3rd from Selby, Buxton, and then Nick Hamilton. But, yeah. It was just a wild weekend. Tom Ingram didn't even start race 2, did he? Because of the alternator issues. So we've ended up coming out of this first round of the season. If I look at my BTCC predictions, I've got the calendar one wrong. But we've ended up with, 3 different winners, including the sprint. We've ended up with 2 of the new cars winning outright races, all 3 of them winning races if you count the sprint. And in addition to that, we have had one of the drivers miss a race during the weekend already. So we'll have to wait and see what else happens in the remainder of this season. You could even argue, in theory, I've got one of the teammate collisions that ended races with what happened to Sutton. Poor Sutton in the qualifying race. But what I would say is, when you get a chance, sit down and watch it. Watch the action. You can watch the whole weekend package, because the Ford Legends were great. That was a brilliant way to round out the weekend. Just absolute cinema with a Lightning McQueen car as part of it. So, yeah. A little bit of a homage, you could say. But Thanks for watching, folks. Thanks for joining. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And until next time, as always on this channel, it's bye-bye for now.